This video was not clickbait. I legitimately found a dead fish in my house. Okay, so I'm gonna give you guys like all the backstory necessary to pretty much understand this story. The fish tank behind me there is a 29-gallon. That doesn't even actually matter. But anyway, it's a 29-gallon, and I had them in the 10-gallon that's to my left over there. There was some fish called some zebra danios, and I had them in the 10-gallon, moved them into the 29, and I had 4 of them. You know, every day, every other day, I feed the fish, and that's really it. Back when I didn't have a job, I spent more time watching them. Now that I have a job, I don't spend as much time watching them, but I still really do enjoy having fish, and I would love to get more, and I'm going to get more. But I'm just saying I have a passion for fish keeping. My mom, whenever I would stay the night at my grandparents, or I would go to work now, obviously, she feeds my fish for me. And she always, likes to look at the fish and count them to see, they're all there, they're all okay. And one day, she only counted 3 instead of 4, and she came to me and she's like, I think one of your fish died, but I don't see it in the tank. And, again, this was months ago. I just assumed that the fish had just died of natural causes, and I have a type of snail in the tank called assassin snails. And their primary, or their only thing they really eat, to mine. Oh, I can't say their only. I don't know. Their primary food that they eat is meat. So what people generally buy them for is to kill pest snails that they don't need another snail to breed. They just breed by themselves, and they breed, and they breed, and they just can get into the thousands, way out of hand, way quick. So I got a few assassin snails to take care of my pest snail problem, and they did it. Within like a week, all the snails were dead, and then they don't really have anything else to eat. So what I had thought had happened, and it really does sound like like this is something that would happen, is it died of natural causes, and then the assassin snails just ate it, because I had bought a fish and it was like a pretty in bad shape, and I thought I really want this fish, so I'm gonna buy it. It was like something had attacked it, another fish had attacked it. I'm like, I really want this fish. I don't want to wait another week to get it, so I'm gonna buy the one that's injured, and hopefully it's gonna be okay. Unfortunately, it wasn't, and this was after the fact. So, and this just gave me more of a confirmation that that's what happened to that fish. Is it just they ate it? Because the next morning when that fish died and I woke up, half of it was gone because the assassin snails had eaten it. Because they eat meat. Now we're gonna take you back to a couple days ago. I think it was Sunday. Yeah, it was Sunday. Today's Monday. This is going up on Tuesday. But a couple days ago, Sunday, my mom was looking for like a little penny my parents had gotten me while they were on vacations. Like, you put money into the machine and it makes, I don't know, they're not really a penny, but it makes a little coin, and it's like of the place that you're at, and it's just like a little thing we collect. And she was looking around where my dad puts his wallet and his keys, and to try and find it, because we didn't know where it was, and we were just trying to find it. He also keeps tons of papers and receipts and coupons and just a bunch of crap there. So she's like completely tearing this thing up. It's it's maybe this big, probably something like that big. It's like a little, maybe this thick or this deep or whatever, and it's like a little dish almost, but except it's not. It's like not plastic. And it's hard to explain what it is, but it doesn't really matter. Anyway, so she get need water. Okay. Alright. Hiccup cough. Okay. I think I feel better. I think I can talk. Anyway, so she gets to the bottom, and there is a dead fish in there. Like a legit dead fish. I took a picture. It's on the screen right now. The dead fish. Oh, sorry about the warning. I'll put one in text. But there was the fish was there. It was a zebra danio, and it had been rotting for months. I mean, this happened months ago. So, originally, she comes to me and she's like, Andrew, there's a fish in your dad's, whatever this thing's called. Where he puts his wallet. I forget what she called it. And I'm like, no, there's not. I didn't believe her. So I go and I see dead fish, yes, rotted, it's all crusty. And this is how it happened. Now, this is literally a fact. Like, it couldn't have happened any other way. This is what happened. This is how it got there. On the back of my tank there, I have a custom-built lid. And in the back, there's a hole where I would put a hang-on back filter, which it just hangs on the back. And that filter broke, so I took it off and I had another a sponge filter in there. Oh, that was a terrible trick shot. So the sponge filter was in there, and there was just a hole in the back, and I was using that to feed, so I wouldn't have to take the lid off every time when I wanted to feed the fish. And the fish, I'm assuming, well actually I know that's like a fact, it couldn't have got out any other way, jumped out of the back, and you can kind of tell that there's like a gap between the wall and the stand and the tank and everything. So it jumped back there at either, you know, I feel bad that the fish suffocated to death. It either suffocated to death because it just couldn't breathe, it was out of water, and died back there, or, you know, dead or alive. What happened is my cat got it and took it to my dad's little thing and put it up there for I thought I just hit a trick shot, but he put it up there, I guess, for my dad to have or to hide it. But I mean, I could just imagine my cat, the fish jumping out of the back, landing on the floor, either flopping around or knocked itself out, one of the two. I hope it didn't suffer too much. I'm sure it did, though. And then my cat picks it up in his mouth and takes it into the other room to hide it. He probably batted around, played with it. Who knows what he did, but he left it there, and then here we are months later. We found it. I mean, this is like toward the beginning of the year when this happened. So I thought this was a good story to tell you guys. I hope you guys did enjoy this story. I thought it was kind of a funny story, even though I feel bad for the fish that I would have preferred it died of natural causes and the assassin snails ate it rather than it jumped out of my tank and suffocated to death, and hopefully didn't have that bad of a death, but could have had a bad one. But that's all for today's video. If you guys did enjoy it, make sure to subscribe if you're new, drop a like, and let me know what you think of this video in the comments below.
Girl who knows what love means, so don't end up above me and write all of those rhymes down, 'cause it's about time that you started living life now. Cheer the fuck up, you beautiful loser. Sincerely signed, you from the future.